Good morning, Carmine. It's RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day, something I got recently. This is how it came in the mail. It was a ice cream wrapper, a company called Meadow Gold, owned by the corporation called Beatrice. Does a lot of food products. Created a bubblegum cooler, bubblegum flavored ice cream treat called Double Play, and put facsimile pictures of baseball heroes on it. This one obviously is Mike Schmidt. Now this, I was a little disappointed. This isn't what I had hoped it would be. It's not the full panel. You can see that this part is folded over and it was been cut. There's the wrapper itself is really a lot bigger, the full wrapper. But this is just a part of the wrapper that came around the ice cream bar. I'm not sure if this is one that had like a stick in it or just a bar without a stick. I don't know. I never had one back in the day, but anyway, this is something I picked up. Expected it to be a little bit bigger, but still, it's a great Mike Schmidt item. I believe from 1986 or 87. See if there's a date on it. 86. 1986. The Meadow Gold Double Play Bubblegum Cooler Wrapper, featuring Mike Schmidt on it. All right. Today's random baseball item of the day from 1995. Conlon Collection color card of Hack Wilson. Conlon Collection in 1995. It was their final production year. Went with a green border. And these are specially numbered color cards. Started in the early 1990s, like 92 and 93. Conlon Collection did a bunch of color cards with a blue border. And I've been trying to collect all of them, so I have most of them here. The green one I just got. The reason I'm happy with the Hack Wilson is because it is the final run of these color cards from the green version. You can see it started at 40 and 47. 47 is the last of the Conlon Collection green cards. You can see here that this one here is the Conlon picture of Ty Cobb sliding into third. That is Jimmy Austin of the New York Yankees, or New York Highlanders at the time. Manning third base as he slides into it. Great little write-up by Conlon where he talks about the picture right here. I'm going to let you pause that so you can see it. If you want to read that really cool write-up about the photo itself. But there were several colorized photos in this set, and it ended in 1995 with the Conlon Collection, and 47 was the top. But interestingly, these cards here, I don't have them all. You can see it goes up to, it starts at 40. So this should have a number 39. I don't have 39. And if you go back a little while, you'll see some of the cards I don't have. So I think I have all up in the 30s. Yeah. So 34, 36, and 37, and 39. So there are 4 of these blue colored cards that I'm still missing. The interesting thing about them that I found is they're so hard to find. They cost, when you find them on the bay, if you can find them, they're priced at about almost $50 for this, colorized version of a Conlon Collection card that really nobody but us dogged collectors really want. So it just kind of shocked me. A lot of great pictures in here, though. But if you want the whole set like I do, I might end up having to spend a couple $100 just to get the last 4 cards I need to say I have the entire color run. Just thought that was interesting. That is my mission going forward. So today's trivia question, still Hall of Fame time. The Hall of Fame announcement, I believe, is this Thursday. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Thursday afternoon. It says about 3, but really that's when they start broadcasting it. The guy doesn't, Rob Manfred doesn't read the name, or whoever, James Forbes Clark, whoever reads it for the Hall of Fame, really doesn't announce the name until, like 4:30 or 5 or something like that. So anyway, today's trivia question, in keeping with the Hall of Fame theme: what Hall of what for, who was the first Rookie of the Year? In other words, the earliest person to be voted Rookie of the Year who eventually made it into the Hall of Fame. That's a fairly easy question. To your prizes you shoot for, I have a pair of rookie cards, Stars of the MLB, from back in 2021. I'm sorry, 2022 Stars of the MLB. Brandon Marsh and Bryson Stott. Marsh was actually on the Angels when the card was produced. Brandon Marsh and Bryson Stott, two new members of the Phillies, young guys. That's what you're playing for. So shoot me an email to the question. I'll repeat it in the description below. You will have today and tomorrow to answer, and we'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? So good luck to everybody on that. So today what I want to talk about is paying more attention to eBay. I actually picked up recently, I'd shown in a video last week, check it out, last week I showed several pickups of boxed sets from 1989. I actually finished the full run of cards of box sets from 1989 according to the tradingcarddatabase.com. I say that because there are other quote-unquote boxed sets. If you, depending on how you define a box set, I'm choosing to define it the way I think the tradingcarddatabase.com defines it. It really is a set of cards produced by one of the major manufacturers of sports cards at the time, but only released in complete set format in a box. So in other words, you won't find Fleer Star stickers there because you get them in packs. You won't find Donruss All-Star cards, the 3x5s, because they were available in packs and such like that. But just those that were only released in a box set format, and only the major card manufacturers of the day, because there's any number of sets released by other manufacturers than the major guys that are released direct in box sets. And the trading card database doesn't consider them box sets, so I'm choosing to not consider them box sets for purposes of my collection, my PC. But I needed one more, and it was the 1989 Donruss Baseball's Best set. It was like 356 cards. So I purchased it. I actually got it. I didn't pay much attention. I'm going to put the listing up. Give me a second. Okay, so here's the listing. And you can see the picture. It looks pretty clean. All the cards seem to be there, but it does say it was an opened box, okay? It does say the puzzle pieces may not be. That's all it says on the thing. I bought it for $2.25, so I wasn't overly concerned, but there's more to it than that. It looks like all the cards are there. They were not. It looks like the cards are in good shape. They are not. The listing itself simply says the same thing the cover sheet says. Puzzle pieces may not be. It says condition is open box used. That's as far as they go. I'm going to come back in a minute and actually show you some of these cards. I'm very disappointed in the listing of the seller. I don't spend too much time worrying about it because, again, it was only $2, and I probably got my money worth in the Hall of Famers. But let's take a look at other things. So that was the listing. I went over a couple quick points. Let me go over some more detailed ones. So this is the box it came in. I don't think the picture really reflected all of the damage to this box, okay? Now, I didn't pay attention. If you saw, and I made mention of this in my commentary, that the box was listed as being opened. And it was. It was opened. It wasn't sealed. These sets, there's a yellow tray, and I'll show that in a second. The yellow tray has 6 holders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the cards inside there are individually wrapped. The stacks of cards in those 6 trays are cellophane wrapped, and then this whole box is usually cellophane wrapped. That's how it was sold. Well, this box was open. The cellophane was off it. Not only that, the cards on the yellow tray were loose in the box. They were, not cellophane wrapped. So it's possible that the cards could have shifted and jumped all around. Also, what wasn't discussed in the listing, and I mentioned that, is this clearly, take a look at the inside of this box. Clearly, this sustained some water damage or was left in a basement for years. This box is annihilated. Now, let me show you the yellow case that it came in, okay? Here's the yellow case that it came in, or that the cards came in. And then again, you can see evidence of like sediment in the bottom of these cases, like the cards at least were forgotten in somebody's basement, if not water damaged at the time. No mention of that in the listing. And while it did say open, and I don't think you can vouch that all the cards were there, and again, that's my fault. I didn't notice that it wasn't guaranteed that all the cards would be there. But look at some of the cards I got. So take a look at how warped this card is. I don't know if you can really see it that well. I hope you can. Let me get the yellow out of here. It's really badly warped. This one, total annihilation there in the corner there. This is how it came. I didn't do this. Totally bent. Here's a Joe Carter card. Look at the back of this Joe Carter card. Totally trashed. Another one with a serious destruction in it. And another warped card. Really badly warped. That's why I think, several cards came this way. These were just like the really bad ones, some of the really bad ones. Several cards came this way. Now, again, I can't fault the guy because he did say it was opened. I think he should have told me more about the condition. In fact, he even had a listing on it. It even said on the listing, and I pointed this out, no returns. So take it or leave it, pal, and you're out. Well, I took it because it only cost me like $2. I think that whole thing cost me like $2.50, maybe a little bit more with shipping. Now, I'm not overly upset, and I'll tell you why. Because that thing maybe cost me a total of $7 all in. And what I was able to glean from that are several Hall of Fame cards. So these are the ones that were in good condition that I can keep and try and trade or sell for like $0.25 a piece and maybe make some money back. You can see here some of the cards were duplicates. So again, he did not swear that all of the cards were there, but I'm kind of amazed at how many were duplicate cards. Got a nice Nolan Ryan, although the corners are dinged up a little bit. Early Roberto Alomar card. I think there was one or two actual real rookie cards. No, actually, here. So here's a Randy Johnson. This is 89. This is a Randy Johnson rookie card then. I think he did pull, whoever had this before pulled out the Griffey. There is no Griffey in here. But there are several, cool Hall of Famers. The usual puzzle, the mini puzzle is still intact. So theoretically, I did make a good purchase because these cards are worth the price of investment. But I was very, very upset about what I got. And it's mostly my fault. I can't blame the dealer. I gave him a neutral response on eBay. I didn't want to, say negative because, again, part of it's my fault. But I think he definitely should have provided more information, especially saying that some of the cards are damaged. I would not have bought it. Truth is, when I got this and looked at it and realized how awful it was, I went right back on the bay and plunked down a couple more bucks to buy a good one. But I'm just putting this out there to remind everybody that when you're shopping on eBay, spend a good amount of time reading the listing. Don't just glance over it. Don't just pause it, but actually take your time and read the listing. Okay. So that's all I'm going to tell you. You know, that's my advice to the card community. Take your time, read the listing, all right? I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Don't forget the trivia question. We'll do the winner on Sunday. And we've got more great trivia and prizes coming Wednesday and Friday. So stop back again for that, all right? I appreciate you all taking time out of your busy day to watch my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.